What's up, guys? Welcome to Offstage America. This is Michael Ray. I got my boy Paul.
Yo, what's up?
Polly Pocket over here to my left.
Rude.
Y'all, we're here at Cadillac Creek Outfitters. If you've been following my Instagram, you've seen the absolute massacre of geese that has happened over.
Massacre is an understatement.
An understatement. Massacre.
Yeah, I think it's even an understatement for what we've been doing to these geese.
What's even your wife and having you watch murder documentaries on Netflix?
It's got to be like serial killer massacre type.
We serial killed geese for 3 days. It's been unbelievable. This podcast is different. Obviously, there's no visual, but I got a bunch of freaking amazing people here who we met. Got a couple buddies, and
the largest podcast.
This is the largest podcast so far. One of the things that I love about hunting and hunting camp is the hang out with people and the talk and the hangs. That's almost just as much fun, if not more fun sometimes, than hunting. Except for this hunt, because we were killing hundreds of birds when we go out there. So the hang and the hunt is awesome. But being able, I just want to bring something that I love to you guys. And some of the most funny conversations you will have is at hunting camp. So hang on tight. I don't know where this is going to go. We're going to go off the rails a lot on this. But we're here at Cadillac Creek Outfitters in Amarillo, Texas. Shout out Toby for having us out here. And I want to have these guys introduce themselves. You've already heard this guy over here. We're going to go right to left. Here you go.
Yeah, just do that.
What's up, y'all? My name's Little Skinny. No, I'm not a rapper, as it looks like or sounds like. But, yeah, man, you can find me on socials at Little Skinny Music.
My man said he's not a rapper and dropped his.
Dropped.
I ain't a rapper, but yo, dude, you can follow
me. Yeah. He's saying this. He's saying this as his shirt is open with like a freaking huge chain around his neck too, and wearing glasses. But can you rap? That is the question. You might not be a rapper, but could you?
There's no possibility.
We might have to see that later.
My name's Joe Kennedy. I'm from New York. I neither sing, and I am nothing skinny about me.
Hey, police officer, though. Come on, buddy.
I appreciate it. Thank you. He's actually the chief of the department.
Chief?
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Chief. My name's Jay Geistorfer. I'm a pastor from New York that likes to chase birds, kill them.
Probably the person we have to worry about the least about saying something crazy on
I wouldn't
this
be so
podcast.
sure.
My name is Alex Geistorfer. I'm also a police officer and
Come on.
Avid hunter.
And hang on, before we get to the next guy, this is why we'll probably have a explicit warning sign on the podcast. Richie Rich, come on, introduce yourself, boy.
Good afternoon, boys and girls. My name's Richie Haminga. I'm from Galveston, Texas, and we met all these great people down here hunting Cadillac Creek. And, I'm glad to be a part of this.
Heck yeah, man.
Cool.
It's fun, man.
And y'all are epic. I love Nashville, Florida, Oklahoma now. Just epic people.
Heck
Best
yeah.
thing that can ever happen.
Come on. Thank you, buddy.
What's going on? My name's Joel Cooley from Houston. Thanks for having me, brother. Michael, appreciate it.
Joel's also John Daly's caddy.
I am John Daly's caddy, and I'm currently waiting for my DoorDash driver to drop off a handle of vodka.
As he's drinking
So if
the
I
good
leave
boy.
for 5 seconds, that's why.
This is probably the other reason why we might have to edit this podcast.
Dude, he goes up to me earlier. He goes, we're sitting around the fire here. We're going to have a bunch of videos and stuff up, so you'll see Cadillac Creek Outfitters, and we'll tag anybody that duck hunts. You all right, buddy?
The pastor's been smoking weed.
Not yet.
Oh my God! If you any bird hunters out there, I'm telling you, just go to our.
It's incredible.
Boys, you've been here before though, right?
Correct.
You've Joe?
I have not.
No.
I have not. I'm kind of new to this whole duck hunting thing, goose hunting thing, and absolutely love it. Man, it was crazy today.
Dude, I've never. So it's Little Skinny, who y'all saw with Grayson, their first official guest that we've ever had was him and Grayson. Y'all remember Talladega Nights? You know, I'm going to come at you like a spider monkey. Grayson is one of his best friends. Yeah. So when you come to Nashville, Richie, we're going to get you with Grayson. Yeah. Grayson's awesome, dude. One of the sweetest dudes you've ever met in your life. And also will make you feel like you haven't done shit with your day. You know, the guy's like, yeah, man, I was a iconic, famous actor as a child, done all these cool shows, movies. Also went to college, guys, his master's degree in psychology. And I'm like, buddy, I
was very intimidated. I thought he was like judging us.
No, he's the nicest dude on the planet.
His accent is like amazing.
Yeah,
like,
he's got
has
great
that-
music too. His music's awesome.
He's got that southern twang to him, like to a T. And like, you're right, he was so nice and polite.
Yeah.
Like, you could tell his parents did a really good job with him.
Yeah, he's a great dude. So Skinny calls me, knows that I just love hunting and killing anything legal, and so he's like, "Hey man, you had told me about this before," and he's like, "Dude, you gotta come out here, man. It's awesome." And I do a lot of hunting around Texas, but I never bird hunted in Texas. And he sent me videos, but I'm thinking, he's just showing the highlight reel. Like, look at this. There's just swarms of birds coming in. And I'm like, oh, that's awesome. And he calls me. He's like, hey, man, you come up here. It's like, 2 weeks ago? Yeah, here, we'll show this, Mike.
Yeah, 2 or 3 weeks ago, I hit Michael up, and I was like, man, showed him some of those videos, but he didn't realize this is a daily average. This ain't like just a highlight reel. And
Day one, we killed 90. Was it 96?
96.
And then today, 132.
In about an hour and 26 minutes.
Bro, we weren't even down. Where were y'all at when the first group came in?
We were sitting
we were
right
barely
to the
in.
right of.
I mean, were y'all prepared though?
Yeah,
I was not.
but we were.
No, I was sitting up, my mind wide open.
I felt like it was just like, oh, go down, the birds are coming. You're like, wait, what?
Yeah, I didn't even open up my coffin blind yet. I still had the doors open on.
Same.
Yeah.
I was sitting up.
I was just sitting.
They weren't
yeah.
even safety on and
They
everything.
were those birds landed, and half the group was not in the blind.
Yeah, I mean, we still got guys walking around. We still got dogs getting in the kennel. I mean, it was like, oh, this is how this is going to go.
The Muskie twins put us on.
Oh yeah.
They know how to do it.
The first 3 waves that came in were just crazy because it was just after another. And you're right, the guides were like hiding behind like little embankments and stuff because they just kept coming. We didn't even have to call the first 3 in.
No, that was the most crazy duck hunt or geese hunt. I keep calling ducks geese. Geese. I need to kill a duck goose. These geese, man. So when did y'all, Richie? You're from here in Texas, though, right?
Yeah, grew up basically my whole life.
Yeah, and then you two are all 3 of y'all in New York?
We're all in New York, yeah.
Yeah. Dude, plug your podcast. I just learned about this.
My All Things Jesus podcast. Yeah, you got to check it out.
When does it?
It airs. We try to air it on Tuesdays, but
Same.
my editor sometimes will. Well, yeah. He won't edit.
I'm so glad he's here now because we're going to act just a little bit better.
Bro, he's been here for 2 days and you ain't acted good at all.
And I think if you,
What is he talking? Yeah.
Oh, shit.
He is not a good boy.
Yeah, no,
and
yeah.
I think if you go and listen to the All Things podcast, All Things Jesus podcast, you'll be like, oh, we're fine.
I love it. All things Jesus, man. Well, that's one of the biggest things that I want to push on Offstage America was just throughout this last year, a lot of hunting, a lot of just finding myself again, and this whole transition and career, and just trying to figure out where to go. And when you get in those moments, man, and you're in the woods, closest friend you can talk to is God.
I don't think you can deny the presence of
You
God,
can't, no.
like a creator
Yep.
when you get into hunting.
Yep.
And the camaraderie and all the BS we do that's just slap ass fun.
Yeah.
That's just having a good time.
Exactly.
So, the rest of it is when you're out there and you experience that, that's just life, man.
Yeah.
It's like the wins and the success and the failure. You don't always kill 132.
Right.
And I'll help you guys that don't hunt a lot of birds. It's Canada geese, not Canadian.
Canada
They don't have any
geese.
citizenship. So you can shoot them anywhere.
We're checking their passports or they're flying.
You can shoot them anywhere.
I've never thought of that.
Are you saying those birds are illegal?
They got little ice geese following them around.
We got the ice shirts.
We are ice.
You have the coolest haircut for a pastor I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, yeah. Well, not everybody loves it, but we go for it. I'm covered in tattoos.
I
Dude,
love it.
so-
I love it.
Little plug here, my boys, Chad Mendez and Clay Guida. They have a outdoor outfit called Fins and Feathers.
Oh, yeah, they're awesome.
Yeah, you know the guy.
Oh, yeah.
So
Fins and feathers, cool.
that's where I shot that antelope at was with Chad, and then I'm going to do a blacktail hunt with him this year, and then they do a 3-day. 3 different times with this, a 3-day offshore tuna fishing trip. And we go out of San Diego, so I always go on one. I'm on one this year. Well, last year we're sitting there and we get on them pretty quick, and it's late at night. And the chef's cooked all the food and drinks have been flowing. We're in the middle of the ocean. No one has cell phone service, so everybody's just hanging out and playing guitar. Well, the chef says he had tattoos, and I was like, hey man, I like your tattoos. He goes, thanks, man. He goes, I'm a tattoo artist. I've been practicing. I'm like, really? So yeah, I got my gun here. And I go, you have a gun? You have a tattoo gun here on the boat? He goes, yeah. I go get it. And he goes, what? I go get it. We're in the middle of the ocean, dude. And I go, baby, go get him. You're going to tattoo me. And he goes, I'm not tattooing you. I go, yeah, you are right now. I go, this is a great story, dude. You know, like we're in the middle of the ocean. The chef has a tattoo gun. We just caught a bunch of bluefin tuna. What else are we going to do, right? But I was like, dude, just do a small. So I got F&F, the Fins and Feathers logo, tattooed on my wrist, right? Well, then my buddy Skip, there's Joel, old Caddyshack over here, dude.
You know, when you said you're John Daly's caddy, everything came together.
It made sense.
It all made sense for me.
That is total bullshit. I'm really not a bad person.
No, I don't think he is either. I love that guy.
I'm on vacation,
I
bro.
love that guy.
He gets up on stage and rips it last night.
Yeah, dude.
That was killer.
I don't know about Ripley, but
He killed. You killed it, bro.
That was fun last night, man.
I forgot y'all were here.
Very talented young man.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, someone kept putting tequila in his cup, and he got a little hazy.
Yeah, someone roofied my 17 Miller Lights, 43 single vodka sodas, and
Just a
14
quick
Jello
disclaimer:
shots.
it's not common to be roofied at Cadillac Creek.
Yeah. Only with Joel. He just seems to follow him around.
Joel
About
Osteen.
South Texas and tequila.
Yeah,
Even though we're
yeah.
not in South Texas, we brought the tequila.
There you go. Yeah, it comes with you. It's like the hot sauce in the pocket.
Can we talk about getting up this morning? Well, we're supposed to be there at 9 a.m. and everybody thought we were.
We can talk about how your bad directions still didn't make us late.
Hey, we were there 20 minutes late, and we were actually on time. We were actually on time, miraculously.
Well, yeah, we're supposed to. So a lot of times for anybody non-bird hunters, you got to get up early. You want to get out there early. Well, this morning, last night, Toby's like, y'all can sleep in. We all thought 9, so we set alarms for like 8:30, right? Like, oh, we'll wake up at 9 and go out there. The police, little skinny over here, is beating on the door like a bill collector, like he's trying to sell me insurance at 7:45. And I'm like, why are we up?
We've been trying to reach your car's extended warranty.
Yeah. I'm like, why are we up? We don't have to be up till. We don't have to be out there. We don't leave till 9. He's like, no, we got to be out there at 9. I go, well, it's right down the road. He's like, no, this was 45 minutes away. And I'm like, these are the details, boys, that we need. Like before, but where's Tanner?
I think he's passed out. I think he's had a
Oh, dude,
wrong
I'm
rough day.
literally in there telling Tanner, like, wake up or I'm going to start singing. And I started singing Baby Got Back and dancing in the doorway. He
almighty.
pops up in his underwear. He's like, no, I'm up.
Hey, Tanner, how do you pronounce his last name? Us, right. He was hurting this morning.
Oh, yeah, he was standing in the middle of
Talk about singing, too. That boy can sing like Chris Stapleton.
Oh, he's unreal, man.
Unreal.
Yeah, he's great. What was Bad Lies, right?
Beautiful Lies.
Beautiful Lies with Ella Langley. He's also
Is she
been,
on that song? That's sick.
yeah.
I didn't know that. She's the queen. My wife.
Do you want to pronounce it?
know
You
it
want to
yet?
see
You
it?
should
Shoot your
plug
shot
that.
right now, Joel.
Shoot your shot. Let's
Ella
go.
Cooley has a nice ring to it.
That was smooth. I don't like the fact that you made direct eye contact with me the entire time that you were talking.
That restraining order is going to be hilarious.
No.
Yeah.
We're friends. She's cool. I love her.
Yeah, Ella's awesome. So some of the dudes were hurting this morning, but
severely.
Well, somebody was singing at like 3:30 last night. Skinny
was.
Yeah, skinny.
And I'm standing in there. I'm going to the bathroom, and I'm like, this dude is still singing.
Yeah.
I was like, he is going to be a mess in the morning.
Yeah.
It's funny. He was the leader of the crowd, though.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'll be right back. My DoorDash
Skinny,
orders
is your vodka here now, Joel? What a time to live, buddy. You know, alcoholics back in the day used to have to work for it. They just deliver it right to your door, dude.
You know, Ella would make him take her name, so I'm going to start calling him Joel Langley.
Now that's legit.
Yeah. He's not even going to understand what's about to happen when he walks back in there.
Caddyshack.
Langley.
So is this your first time coming here? Right? Yeah.
Yeah. My good buddy, a.k.a. John Novicki, he's a
With the good sticky, my boy, he's been hooking us up by the fire. Yeah. I hope you don't work for somebody besides Richie. I don't know, but I don't know if I ruined it for you.
old school
Well,
Galveston surfer.
Heck yeah, man.
And but he's a really into waterfowl hunting. Not like we deer hunt. He waterfowl hunts. So it's his birthday this weekend,
What?
and we
When's
It's
his
Friday,
birthday?
right? It's Friday.
And I think he could pass for that guy from Meat Eater, right?
100%.
Stephen Manella?
God, dude.
Joel Langley is returned to the table.
So we'll be here.
What's up?
And he just called around to a couple of his friends, and he said, dude, this is it.
Oh, dude, I posted one photo before we even shot anything. First morning of the first hunt, and my buddy Brandon Harrell, who we deer hunt with, he's got Harrell Ranch outside of Austin. It wasn't posted 30 seconds. I get a text, hey man, I'm thinking about bringing the boys out there, man. How's that place doing? I was like, buddy, I don't know yet. I mean, it's cool, we haven't shot any ducks yet. And then the sky turned dark. Not ducks,
Geese.
Canada geese.
Well, these are actually lessers too. If you're going to get real technical,
Lessers?
These are the smaller ones. Yeah.
You know, we're
right.
trying to make it sound like impressive what we did, and now you're just like they're Canada and lessers, and now it sounds like we're kind of
But
bitch.
no. See, that's
Two.
the thing. Most of the country's not hunting these small, fast geese. They're hunting these big, lucky, big, meaty birds that are slow.
Yeah.
Down here, you got to be on your game
Heck yeah, you do.
because they're coming from all directions.
Yeah.
I guess we're doing pretty good because it was raining this morning.
It was.
It was raining, backing up Skinny all day long.
And then just to put like the cherry on top, we came back and had goose marinated tacos,
Were those amazing?
which have to have been one of the best tacos I've ever had.
Clay, you over there? My
There he
man.
is.
Dude, he's been cooking some of the best food here.
Oh my god!
Unbelievable.
What are we having tonight? What's smoked grilled chicken? Mashed potatoes, let's go. It's only Doug Cam. We'll let you know, you come out here, you might gain a couple pounds running around. They got a whole...
So
Wait a minute, hang on.
Oh, you got to bring everybody in on this one.
Are you kidding me?
Okay, hang on. All right, so for everybody listening, right, you're going to hear a lot of chaos going on, but this is hunting camp. This is what we love, and this I just want y'all to see. So Joel Langley orders...
For everybody because he's trying to be nice.
Caddyshack.
He ordered one bottle for a group of people that went through 3 the night before.
for a group of 22 people,
My man walks in and goes, we have boxes of Tito's.
The sad part is he
And he probably
DoorDashed
just-
this bottle
right.
of Tito's. How much did that cost you? Like $80?
Like 47.
What's John Daly's caddy making, dude? Dang, bro.
Not enough. Not enough.
So what got everybody into hunting? One of the things that we love talking about on this podcast is hunting and it's more than just the harvest. It's the time. It's it's the hunt. It's chasing something. Maybe you don't, like you said, obviously, like it's not a normal thing to be shooting 132. It's not an everyday thing that happens, So there's days you go out there and you just freeze your butt off. You don't
Kill anything.
see shit, and then some days you have days like the last 2 days. So,
The relationships too, and like the memories and the friendships are invaluable. It's priceless. It's
I've
the
met
coolest
some of my
part.
closest friends, dude, through hunting camps and things like this. I mean, you come together, and it's great to be around like-minded, good people, where everybody can come in as strangers, and within 20 minutes you feel like you know everybody, and by day 2, everybody, you kind of forgot that you met yesterday.
Yeah. It's so special. This place is. I mean, I've never been on a lot of lodge hunts because we've always leased land and hunted in the brush and did our deal. But this is incredible.
Did you grow up hunting, obviously, in Texas and stuff?
We were the little outlaw kids with the Crossman 177 pellet gun.
Yeah.
And we got a Benjamin, and we bought a Sheridan, shooting rabbits and squirrels, and started waterfowl hunting when we were 16.
Really?
Yeah, hardcore, as hard as we could in Eagle Lake, which is no rice now. But it used to be a lot of rice. We had a lot of birds. So we bird hunted for 9 or 10 years, and now I started deer hunting when I was 25, and it was over.
Oh, yeah. I'm coming out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Same.
Yeah, Richie messed up. Day 1 showed me pictures of some deer that his wife killed out there, and I was like, where's this at? He said, it's our property, man. I go, well, you like country music?
Hey, that's Uncle Richie now. That's Unc.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, I'll call you stepdad, dude. Whatever. I just need one. I need a few of them
Man,
deers.
I love it. I love exactly what you said. The camaraderie, the campfires,
Yeah.
the cooking. I shake more when one of y'all shoots a deer with me than y'all are shooting.
Well, that's exactly,
I am like
dude.
vibrating the truck.
When I got to take my dad, my buddy Josh Phillips, and I did a father-son hunting trip, and we took our buddies out, our dads, to Rockin' U Ranch, our buddy Ronnie's ranch, and my dad, he grew up hunting and stuff, but Florida, we're not having no big trophy deers in Florida. It's not happening, right? So he had hunted. He'd killed a couple bucks, decent size, but not like a, and I'm like, man, I honestly, my dad has trimmers, so he shakes and kind of thought, I was like, man, I never want to put him in a situation where he can't do something, or, I don't want to ever embarrass him or anything like that, but Ronnie's ranch, they got it set up great, and they, and so just kind of thought I'd never have that moment with him, kind of, I was like, well, I guess, we won't, I won't, and then worked out. We met Ronnie and his family are so great, man. And so Josh was like, man, me and my dad never done one either. So I said, well, let's do one. Let's do it now. Life goes fast, so dude, we get my dad on that freaking monster 10-point typical Texas buck, dude. I killed mine the next day, and I wasn't even the same. And mine's the biggest buck that I've personally killed, and it was more fun watching him,
sure.
And then kind of like looking at it in like life's perspective. It was like, here I am. My dad's the one that taught me how to shoot, taught me how to fish, you know what I mean? Taught me all stuff. And now I'm looking for him. You know what I mean? Now I'm holding the binos, kind of helping. It was just a really cool thing, but a lot of people don't realize that, man.
I've watched more grown men cry.
Yeah.
When they shoot a deer than anything I've ever seen in my life. And they're always just like,
That's the coolest thing.
Yeah.
We'll have videos of y'all doing it next year.
I'll bring a video crew.
We will.
Yeah.
We'll bring this whole setup.
I think you'll get that feeling will increase, right? As we're older than them, so sitting around the table with younger people, you realize that, like, so my boy probably started hunting when he was probably 16.
16.
I grew up in Southern Illinois, so my brother was a guide for Tim Grounds, so I'm in like that's the mecca of the Mississippi Flyway back then.
Yeah,
when I was a kid,
and giant deer.
Huge deer, dude. Those are monsters, bro.
I think you grow up one way or the other for the most part. You're like an avid deer guy, hard after the deer, or you get into the waterfowl. So I'm a kid sitting in there, and here's Tim Grounds, who's like a legend, and you're hearing them talk, and you're hearing their conversation, and then between Grounds and Foles and all these old school guys that are so good, you don't appreciate it necessarily as much as you should. And then I moved away, went in the Marine Corps, lived in California, went all over, ended up kind of having my midlife crisis and going back to what I was missing in my life, and it was hunting.
Yeah,
it was
man.
Time in the woods. It was time in the water, and he was a teenager, so I was like, we're going to goose hunt. And I hand him a Tim Grounds call, and the kid is a natural, just starts killing it. And I'm like, well, that puts me to shame, but you're going with me. You're going with me so we can kill something.
Now I need you to hunt.
Now you have to hunt. And it got in his blood, and right, I would say. And he was the one that actually pushed me to do this, out here and just to broaden out a little bit. We own a little hunting company called Hunt Out Hunger.
Hunt Out Hunger?
Yeah, we donate our birds and our geese, our turkeys, deer, and then we help families that don't know how to cook it.
Oh, nice,
learn how
man.
to cook it so they can depend on supplementing their food with wild game. And it just got.
We're actually also like gonna talk to. There's a new ministry that opened around where like I am that is gonna start donating. They're working with Kentucky Fish and Wildlife, and we're gonna talk to them about doing some stuff with them too.
There's so many people who don't. I mean, their mind says, "Oh, I wouldn't eat that," because they've never tried it.
Right.
Yeah.
We have no problem eating a cow, right? Petting it and then eating it.
Yeah.
Look at that little pig. Oh, I love this bacon, right?
Yeah.
But you think of a goose or something like that. You're like, oh, they're in parks and they're no good. And then the ducks, oh, innocent little ducks. Well, eat one of them suckers and see how what you
they're
think.
good, buddy.
Yeah.
They're good.
For Christmas, and I got the first ducks I ever got with these guys. I took them home for Christmas, and it was funny. My daughter and her cousins, all the girls were around, and my daughter says to one of them, "You got to try this tenderloin my dad's got over here," and it wasn't tenderloin; it was duck, and the girls ate both of them, all of it. And said it was the best they've ever had. So pretty cool.
The back to like the getting into hunting thing for me too is the father-son thing. My dad took me from day one, and it is the coolest thing. I look forward to that one day, hopefully with my boys. And then aside from the whole joking side of me, which is very prevalent a lot of the times, no, I do not have a drinking problem.
The fact that you felt like you had to address it. says a lot.
No, I don't. But what I was going to say, Michael, is that my dad's favorite thing about being in the woods was getting to talk to, like, I learned about the Lord from my father.
Yeah.
And it was always hunting. And he shared that with me from his dad. And I was like, that, to me, is, like, the coolest part about it.
Yeah, man. I mean, there's so much life. Like, I 100% relate to what you were saying, man. This last year, we came off the road a lot, and you're used to doing, I'm burning down the road for years and years and years, and all of a sudden you stop. You got to kind of just regroup the team, right? But you're just kind of sitting there now. In October, you're usually doing 18 shows or whatever. I'm like, oh, shit, man. I'm kind of freaking out a little bit. And then Adrena and my booking agent both were like, go do what you love. Go hunt. Go do your go do your stuff. Go do the things you haven't had really time to do the last 5 years that you've been griping about that you haven't had time to do. And so I did, man. And it's like, man, hunting my whole life, but the last year, dude, it was like it was something different. You know what I mean? It was like, I think, really diving in my Bible, really trying to showing up every day to have my part of having a relationship with God, not just his side of it, and then you get out there, dude, and you really, when you really dive in the Bible, you really start changing your life, that way you see things different, you notice little things different, you kind of colors a little brighter, you take things more, what word am I, not for granted, the things you took for granted, you don't anymore, like, sit out in a tree saying, you might be freezing your butt off, dude, but this unbelievable sunrise that you had, and the birds are waking up. And
I don't know if you've never been turkey hunting and you get out in the morning, May morning, and you're sitting on a hillside, and that bird comes out of the tree, and, that hen's out there strutting, and you just hear that.
You get them talking.
And you're like, oh, here
bro,
it comes,
it's the best.
And you get so hungry.
Yeah.
You get all excited.
I'm coming out there in May, dude. I'm coming.
You see those things come ripping through the woods, man, just on a mission to mate. And you're like,
mission to mate.
This is everything, bro.
You have no clue what's about to happen.
Hey, son.
As Neil Vaughn said, you're just killing a bird, just trying to fuck another bird.
Us guys are ruining it for him. The birds, I'm about to get this.
Oh, what a bunch of cockblucks we are.
Hey, you can say fuck on here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Look who.
Fuck.
Look, that's Tanner. He's been asleep.
Raised from the dead.
Good afternoon, buddy.
What an intro in.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Tanner, introduce yourself on here real quick. This is Chris Stapleton Jr.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
We were referring to earlier.
Last night he sounded like military. He sounded just like him.
Much better than this morning.
I hope so. I wash my hair. That's pretty.
That's it.
That's what it is.
I knew I
get a little closer.
I knew I smelled a little, little fruitiness coming to the table.
Right. It's coconut oil. All right.
Okay.
I can't tell him who the sponsor is.
Blue Chew.
Hey, I'm Tanner Street. I don't know what I'm saying.
He sells real estate in Texas. No,
Yeah, that was an epic introduction there. He went from Chris Stapleton to, hey, I'm Tyler.
I sing. I don't talk. I'm not a real good talker. All right.
You are a good singer, though.
Thanks, man. I do my best.
He started singing so he could actually talk to people.
That's right.
You got any new stuff coming out? I'll get you talking. We won't go down there with him on that.
That's for the special 101 episode we do.
But you had a big song out with Ella Langley, who he proposed to earlier on the podcast.
Cooley.
Yeah.
I did. I just backdoor snuck one in there.
He let me borrow his Lamborghini one time. Saved. I saw him save a
Back to
cat
kids and stuff.
from a tree. Yeah,
shelters.
he actually donated. Rescues dogs. And, he donated a rescue to dogs.
Donated. So you took a rescue dog and gave it back to somebody else. I don't think that's who she's looking for,
Pretty
bro.
John Daly.
Such a shit caddy.
Yeah.
I don't think he got it. I think that's a fumble.
Fumble 6.
You put that mustache on me. You go after.
Ella, here's a most important question here. How would you feel having John Daly as a father-in-law?
Yeah.
There's your end, dude. If her dad loves golf, John Daly.
Huge. Honestly, great
First of all,
idea.
you don't even have to love golf, and you're going to love John Daly.
Fact. Yeah.
Come on.
John Daly's just a national treasure.
Every time I see anything with him involved, I'm like, I want to be there.
When I'm like gonna eventually be around John Daly, I'm gonna feel like I know him because of all the stories.
Bro,
I've heard
he
from
is
these
the
guys.
best, dude. He is the funniest. You never know where the night's gonna. Well, you never know when it's gonna end, and you don't know where it's gonna lead.
The problem, though, is I pulled that Daly card on the last girl I dated, and her dad loved golf, and so he came out to the Hick, and, I mean, it ended as she may as well work down the street at Bomb City in Amarillo. Like,
Wasn't so good.
awesome.
Wasn't
Yeah, I
so
mean,
good.
you never know where it's going to end up. One time I got drunk with him. I had drove back like 11 hours from Gainesville, Florida, back to Nashville, trying to dodge a hurricane. And I got back to town. It was my birthday the day before, and he calls me as soon as I get to Nashville. He goes, "Hey, son, was your birthday yesterday?" I said, "Yes, sir, it was." He goes, "Good, come have a drink with me." I was like, "Man, I just drove 11 hours. I ain't feeling like it." He's like, "Come over here. Just have dinner with me. Just go to dinner and you can go to bed." I was like, "All right." I knew better. It started a bender. We ended up passed out on this bus at 4 a.m. Next morning, I wake up, and I'm not at the country club no more. I'm in a concrete jungle. It's just concrete walls and it looks like a stadium or arena. I'm like, where in the hell am I? And I walk out, and there's a security guard walking around and said, "Where are we?" He says, "Sir, you're in Huntsville, Alabama."
I feel like
I've always wondered if the stories were like true stories.
They are.
100%.
I feel like
Everything's true.
I feel like we need to put me and John Daly together.
No.
And see what happens. I feel like
I'm gonna say yes. I think
I'm busy that weekend.
I'm free. I just want. Could you imagine?
how about John Daly and Richie?
Yes.
Yes.
Should we videotape it and
Yes.
see what happens? Like document the whole night.
Everybody signs an NDA.
What if the video is just for us?
Richie said,
Yes.
"I'm in."
For our entertainment purposes only.
Richie, if you got one night with these guys, John Daly, Tanner, where are you taking them? One night, you've got to provide the entertainment.
32,000 acres on the Rio Grande, and we're going to cat hunt all night.
Hell right, old son. Let's go.
Hell yeah, me,
We're
John
gonna-
Daly,
I'm
and
talking about
guns.
40.
What are you doing Friday?
Fuck yeah.
We're going to cat hunt with coon dogs.
John Daly will cat hunt.
Yeah.
Yeah. All sorts of cats.
Yeah.
I feel like
He's more of a two-legged cat guy.
Brown
You got
cat.
anything running around there? Yeah.
I mean, there might be some
one-legged, it's
swimming
cool.
across the river.
He doesn't have a pulse.
If he's real
Probably
good.
pick some up swimming across the river.
Yeah.
Tell me an ICE agent. Have John dressed up. Yeah. Donald Trump on speed dial. You know that kind of thing.
I feel like me and John Daly would play chicken on who goes to bed last. It would.
He doesn't sleep.
You're going to lose, bro. I've been with him for days on end, and he doesn't sleep. Dude, the craziest thing when Skinny got Daily napped and ended up in Alabama, I'm pulling up. It was a tribute show for Dean Dillon. There's like 40 artists on this, the show. So there's buses everywhere in the back. This poor dude, I drove my truck down. It was only a couple hours away from my house. So I was like, I'll just drive down. Drive down. This dude, poor guy working the back, dude, he's trying to figure out where to put buses. God knows how many tour managers are just chewing this poor dude's ass, trying to figure. He's just doing his job. So I'm like, homie, listen, I just have my truck, park it wherever you want, whatever's out of your way, I'm good. So he's trying to figure it out, and I'm backing up, trying to listen to him, not hit people. John Daly calls me, and I'm like, I'll call him when I park. It stops ringing, calls me again. Then he calls me again as I'm parking. I'm like, shit, man, I hope he's all right. I answer, and he's like, you here, son? And I go, where? He's like, I'm in Alabama. I'm going to go for the Good Boy tour bus. Where I parked, I look, and I could just see part of it, and I was like, oh, God, this night's going to turn different. And then I get a FaceTime. As soon as I hang out with Daly, FaceTime from Skinny, and he's in the arena. And I was like, oh, no, this is...
I'll never forget that dinner that night. We're sitting there with, what's his name?
Oh, hang on. Let's set the setting, all right?
Yeah, this is a good
the
setting.
night before they do a dinner for like all like VIP people or people pay the extra or whatever and guests. Well, the night before is an acoustic songwriters round with Dean Dillon, Scotty Emmerich,
Bob DePiro. What's his name?
Paul Overstreet ended up just showing up.
Yeah, he just showed up.
Played
which
a couple
is
songs.
absolute crazy.
Larry
Like 30 number
Gatlin
ones.
played.
Larry Gatlin and what's his name? Has a big studio.
Has a
did
big
that
studio.
brother Alan Jackson Records. He'll come to me. I'll
Did he?
blurt it out. No.
No.
Hopefully he's not listening, so he knows you forgot his name.
Yeah. He's finding right now. But the night before, so they do this acoustic thing, right? And there's the dinner and all the stuff. Well, we're on John's bus, and the lady's coming to get us. She's like, y'all, they're waiting for y'all. So we go to John walks in carrying a cooler full of good boys to the table with him. We're all sitting there. What table were we at, Skinny?
So we were sitting at a table with me, Michael, Neil McCoy, Sam from Sam and Dave's with the song "Hold On, I'm Coming," when she ended up dying 2 weeks later. Me and Michael killed him.
Yeah. Speak for yourself, bro. Don't put that shit on me.
No. We ate his last birthday cake with him. It was a really cool moment. Super big legend. It was really awesome. And then there was somebody else at our table, and I think John was the next table over.
Yeah.
And then Nancy Jones was with us.
Who's the best? Dude?
She's absolutely awesome.
George Jones' wife, Miss Nancy's awesome. She's
like
one
the
of
coolest grandma you've ever had.
She's the best, most kind-hearted. So the George Jones tribute, we did that at the same place, right? And I sang Rockin' Chair, and it was a televised thing. Well, come to find out, I got nominated for an Emmy. The show did. So Miss Nancy sends me a text message of her holding an Emmy, and at first I thought like she sent something to the wrong guy. I was like, I don't know, it's just kind of random. And then she says, our show won. Congrats, our show won an Emmy. Well, when you win an Emmy, it's just one trophy that goes to like the main. Obviously, it went to her, right? Nancy Jones got Emmy plaques made for every artist that was on that. There was like almost 40 of them, and she had a party at her house. At their place was just incredible. I brought my dad, dude. My dad walks into George Jones's house, Nancy's house, and like Winona Judd's sitting there, Vince is there. Like, I mean, just it was there was a bunch of other people there. My dad's like, "What the hell is going on, dude?" I didn't tell him. I didn't tell him where we were going. I didn't tell him that I was a part of a show that won an Emmy. So we go to soda and yeah. Thank you.
What are you drinking, Michael?
By the way, that songwriter's name was Jim Moose Brown.
Jim Brown, that's right. Yeah.
Jim Moose Brown.
Yeah. A little Tito's soda, espresso
that cranberry.
That little cranberry stuff. Yeah. Would you like some?
Shout out Tito's. Sponsor me.
Are you sponsored by Tito's?
Me.
No? You're trying? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
They should sponsor.
We tear through the Tito's skinny nose.
Yeah, I'm retired. Tito's tried to kill me.
Yeah.
Literally. Coated out.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
He was in the hospital.
I found out I'm allergic. I'm not kidding. Like, actually allergic to Tito's. I can drink anything else.
Yeah, this is all open table, guys.
You guys are in like a different world than we get to be in, right? So you ever get like somebody think you're somebody else? And like they just like pour into the idea that you are somebody else?
What do you mean? I think I'm
like mistaken identity kind of thing where they think you're somebody and they
Channing Tatum.
striking resemblance.
We got back last night and he goes, "Hey, listen, Walmart Channing Tatum."
I told some girl the other day, I was like, they're like, "What does he do?" I was like, "He's a stripper. He puts the mic in Magic Mike."
Oh, yeah. We were walking into that restaurant.
This restaurant, yeah.
To be fair, you could get told that you look like Samuel Tarley, like people do me, and I don't even see it. I don't see it. Or Chumley. I get Chumley sometimes too. And I'm like,
I heard that one today. A little like Chumley.
No, don't even. No,
you're way better looking.
I'm way better looking than
Chris
Chumley.
Lane, Mike. Don't you get Chris Lane
Well,
sometimes?
I never got Chris Lane, but I had a little fun joke that I like to play. Chris had no idea about it until I got around to him. Anytime, like, you're out in Nashville, it's like if anybody goes to L.A., right? Or if you're a fan, thanks, bro. If you're, your eyes are more open to, like, see an actor, right? Or if you're a fan of country music, you go to Nashville, you go to these bars, you're like, oh, I wonder who we're going to see, right? So these girls come up, and they're like, this happened the first time, and then I kept it going for months. But with different people. Anytime anybody would come up to me and be like, "Man, I know you. What's your name? Do you sing country music?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "I'm Chris Lane," and they're like, "No." And I'm like, "Yeah," and it's like, and then finally, but. Man, I love it. And they start talking about, I love Take Back Home, all these songs of his. Well, it kept going anytime, so I just kept it going. Anytime I was out anywhere, if someone, like, recognized me but just didn't know where, and I'd be like, "Do you listen to country music?" There, yeah, my name's Chris Lane. And it got around, Chris was like, "Bro, you going around telling people that you're me?" Like, a lady's posted a photo, but it was me with her, and she tagged Chris.
My favorite story was today is we went to get some shotgun shells over at Academy. And I go to check out, and I realized that I had the wrong shotgun shells. So I went back to go get the right ones. I come back, all the guys are waiting on me at the front of the store, which has been a common thing of this trip. They were always waiting on Skinny. Anyways, I go to check out, and I guess one of the cashiers had recognized Michael, and this girl comes up to me. She goes, "So he's a country singer?" I was like, "Yeah, we're all country singers." She goes, "Who are you?" I said, "Nobody, but I go by Little Skinny." She goes, "Oh, I wouldn't know who you are. All I listen to is Christian music." I'm like, "Well, Caleb rocks."
I'm going to take my shotgun shells and go home.
Yeah, I'm like, "Okay, see you later."
Yeah.
I had one not long ago, though. I had my first celebrity moment.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm not a celebrity, but I got invited to this thing in New York City for like a big pastors conference.
Oh, nice.
Like they were gathering all the what they called faith leaders from the area, and I'm standing in there, and Al Sharpton, Reverend.
Oh,
Sharpton,
yeah.
He comes up behind me, and he's like, "Bro, it's so good to see you," and I'm like, "Okay." I mean, I'm like nobody, right, from a nobody church, and he's like, "It's just you know what? I just value that you're here," and I'm like, "All right, Reverend Sharpton, thanks." Yeah. And he walks off, and the next thing I know, the head of the Jewish community from New York City is like, "It's so good to see you here," and I'm like, "Thank you." Yeah, you know what? I'm blessed to be here.
Shalom.
And then the cardinal from New York City.
Oh, yeah.
Comes up, and he's like, "We're so glad you would join us, that you would take the time to be here." And I was like, "Me too." I mean, I'm really feeling it, right?
Yeah,
I'm like,
God's telling me
at
where
this
I'm
point,
to be.
you're like, I'm on it. Who is telling them I am somebody
right now? I'm on fire. That's what I'm feeling, right? And somebody from the governor's office is like, "You can sit over here," and gives me like this really great seat for the speakers and stuff. And I'm like, "What is happening?" And I'm standing in the back, then listening to these really famous preachers and pastors speak. And this lady comes up next to me. She goes, "Thanks for taking time out of your schedule. We know that you guys are really busy at Fox." So I guess they all thought that maybe I was Tyrese, that dude.
Oh, my God. Yes, you do look like Tyrese a little bit. Yeah. I mean, a little white. A little too white, right? Yeah, but
I had like
you do.
Bro, that is funny,
So they
dude.
thought I was him. So they were like rolling out the carpet for me. Like people are bringing me drinks.
Did you
and
play
stuff,
it
like-
up?
Oh, for a little while.
Oh, you?
Yeah.
And
then I had to duck out.
Yeah.
Because then I was like,
Did you use this car
could get-
service that they had?
I was like, this could get out of hand.
Yeah, I get the chanting thing once in a while, but nobody. The thing with music now, dude, is people know songs. They don't know artists anymore.
Right.
There's not. You'd go home when we were growing up. You'd put on CMT or GAC or MTV or whatever. And you watch music videos over and over, and you're buying CDs, so you're looking at the artists, and you're listening to that whole CD, so you know the artist.
You guys travel with like entourages?
What's that?
You guys travel with like big crews?
I have like a band.
You're looking at it.
Yeah.
No, like boys. Like, do you have a bunch of
like,
boys around
a bunch of boys just hang out with
Oh,
you?
no.
Like, ride
No,
the
but I'm a kid from a trailer, man. If you're around me and you're working, you guys are doing something. I don't know what it is. I fly my dad out. I've had buddies of mine come out and, like, ride. I was telling them, I'm like, dude, it's a free vacation for you, bro. Like, take off 3 days, fly to Nashville, hop on the bus. All 3 days is taken care of, dude. Like, you're going to eat catering. Like, you're going to... You see places. The cool part about touring is it takes you to places you would never. It's like, okay, if you go to a state, you're probably going to the tourist spot, or you're going to wherever you want to go.
Have you played Red Rock?
Yeah,
Can I go with you next time?
100%, absolutely.
Right, sweet.
It's one of the coolest places you've.
I'll open in prayer.
That would be awesome.
That would be sick.
That would be.
You've heard it here. We've had some big moments here. He's going to get turned down by Ella. I'm going to lead worship. We're going to lead worship at.
I posted my first TikTok today. The sound was choosing Texas.
Oh, yeah.
I bought my TikTok account today. I guess I didn't buy it. I don't know shit from Dick's social media.
You're on a timeout.
Speaking of traveling, what's your favorite city to go to?
In the U.S. or anywhere? Or outside the U.S.?
I grew up a huge top three. Okay, so I would say I'm trying to do. There's a couple. Where do they have Sturgis at? South Dakota. It's right out there, though. It's like the old western town. Deadwood.
Yeah.
Deadwood. We had so much fun there. It was awesome. Cool spot. Venue-wise, it's just going to get better at Red Rocks, man. That was pretty awesome. And then I grew up a huge Cubs fan because of WGN. And
See, I knew you had class.
Dude, so I grew up watching that, right? And then I just always had this like, even as a kid, like I never went to Chicago or anything, but I had this like I was really interested in the city, right? And then I started learning history and all this shit with it. Then I'd go when I started having my first single went radio. The radio station guy knew that I was a big Cubs fan, and so they hooked up. Now I'm good buddies with Tom O'Reilly, he's one of the owners, and Tom Riggis has been awesome to us, and so we go all that as much as literally as much as I possibly can go to those. So I would have to say Chicago was also like the first city at Joe's Bar and Grill, the first place that I sold out outside of like my hometown.
Have you been there on St. Patrick's Day?
Buddy, I was on a boat when they turned the river green one time. We were, yeah, wow. You ever been to St. Patrick's Day, Richie, in Chicago?
No, I've never been.
Buddy,
you gotta go.
Buddy, it's
1 and 2, them in Boston, right? Like they say those are the two.
Yeah.
But
I'm sharing a mic over. I didn't know what I was going to say.
Your favorite 3 cities?
Oh, I'm going to go Boston.
Oh, Boston is awesome, yeah.
Boston, New Orleans, and Phoenix, Arizona.
Oh, I love Phoenix.
Those are great.
Yeah.
Honorable mention, I'm going to go with Tulsa, too, because Canes is probably my favorite venue. Red Rocks is up there, obviously, but that's, like, legendary. So is Canes. But, like, favorite venue to play is probably Canes, for sure.
Like, my aunt owned that, the building behind the Cubs Stadium that everybody sits on?
Yeah.
She owned that building when I was growing up. She had a salon in the basement.
No way.
So she did the hair. And one time Ryan Sandberg's wife couldn't get her hair done. So she just ran in there and asked my aunt, she's like, would you do my hair? And she was like, yeah. Well, she loved it. So my aunt ended up doing all the hair for like all the Chicago Cubs back in those days. Ryan
No
Sandberg,
way, dude.
Sean
What a
Winston.
legend, man. That guy
So I got all these cool like autograph things.
Yeah.
From when they'd come in her shop.
Dude, that's awesome, man. I done the
I've never got me anything, just so you know. I never got it.
I know a guy. We can get you set up. I would do I got asked to do the 7th inning stretch. I was like, yeah, man, of course, no problem. Like Harry Carey, bro, I've been watching this. I've been prepared for this, right? And then they're like, hey, would you want to throw the first pitch? Well, I'm like, well, yeah, it's legendary Wrigley. However, I haven't thrown a baseball since I was in like
That's a scary
ninth grade, right?
Request.
Very scary.
Would you rather sing the national anthem or throw the first pitch?
Sing national anthem.
Whoa. Wild.
Bro, well, also,
Heck no.
I would never do the national anthem.
No?
I did it once.
I'm sorry. I love our country.
It gets in your brain.
Yeah, so do I.
It's not that difficult of a song, but it gets in your brain.
I love it so much. I'd be
Well, here's my
terrified
thing
to
with the
fuck it up.
national anthem is that if you do the national anthem, you're expected to do it right, and nobody really cares.
Yeah.
But if you do it wrong, everybody cares about it.
Oh, yeah.
So why set yourself up for
Death.
better chance of failure than? So I just I'd rather not.
I
do
did
it.
Have you ever seen the epically bad first pitches that are still
yeah, that's
going?
pretty bad, yeah.
Like 50 cents first pitch and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
you do a bad one,
can't
and
get away
that's
from
way,
that.
that's
no, you
way
can't
worse.
get away from doing the national anthem bad. You can get away from doing the first pitch because it's like
You really think
come
you
on.
do the national anthem bad?
50 Cent.
I think no, I don't think I'd do it bad. I just don't want that pressure.
Break out into Amazing
Yeah.
Grace if
I
you
did
mess
it
it
once.
up, and you'll be all right.
I did it once at a rodeo in Colorado, and I thought it was a cappella, and apparently they had a backing track that was in the wrong key, so I couldn't hear it, and they started it late. So I was like, I nailed it, but
They set you up for failure.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I've done the anthem for like Tampa Bay Bucks games. I did it for Green Bay when they were
gonna have to
playing
go find those.
Vikings. Done it for a couple of days, but I'm like mainly like buddies of mine that call me, or if it's a cool scenario, I'll do it. But however, so I get asked, I'm like, yeah, of course I'm going to throw the first pitch. I got offered. It's Wrigley. This is. Yeah. So I call my buddy who was a pitcher, and I flew 2 days early to Chicago. Right? I call my bro. I've not thrown a baseball. It's I was like, dude, I don't care about speed. I'm not thinking Madden's going to come out and freaking write me a deal. Right? I just need to get it straight and over. Right? Carl Edwards Jr. was the guy that was catching it. I go 2 days early. My buddy Roman, shout out, buddy. We're in a field playing catch, dude. I'm fucking throwing, and he's like, "Listen, all you gotta do." Then he puts it in my. He's like, "But here's the problem. You got to stand on the mound. Like you can't stand in front." I'm like, "Yeah, of course." He goes, "Here's what people mess up. Why they throw it into the dirt. They don't realize that mound is on that." Angle, so they go step down, and where they go, your hand goes where your foot lands, so they throw it in the dirt, right? I'm like, I did not need that. I didn't even think about that. But now
think
you
about
put that
those 60 inches. They make a big difference.
huge difference. So you actually have to throw it like kind of more up than you do if you throw it down. You're going to hit the ground. I'm nervous as hell. I had my buddies sending me the top 10 worst Celebrity pitches all day long, bro. All day long. All day long. So finally, I got to do it. And everybody around me, like Tom O'Reilly, all there, they're like, you nervous about doing the 7th inning stretch? I go, no, I sing for a living. I have not touched a baseball since 10th grade, dude. Like, no, I'm not. This is fun. This is an honor. But, yeah, I'll be glad when that ball hits that freaking mitt. Bro, I throw this thing, and it has to be the slowest pitch in the history of baseball.
I bet we can find it on YouTube.
I think that's what Tanner's doing right now, actually.
I'm literally going to look right now.
So I throw it.
We'll put it up on the big screen.
Perfect, right? Bing. Shake hands with Carl. He signs the ball, hands it to me. I go in the back. Everybody said, dude, you crushed it. That was awesome. Sit in my seat. Kip Moore texts me. He goes, that was the slowest pitch I've ever seen in my life. And I didn't know it was televised on it. It was so nerve-wracking, but it's fun, though. But
I'm sure one of y'all can find it, right?
That's a good good
he's
question.
Pulling it up right now.
I want you guys all to answer this. What's your most difficult non-music thing that you've had to do in front of a crowd? Like,
It's a good question.
Joel's probably strip. It's probably stripping.
The hardest, we had a bet senior year of high school fantasy football, and I played golf in high school and then a little bit in college, and I was the captain. I'm trying to make this sound as like least douchey as possible. I was like the captain of the varsity golf team in high school, and so it was all the captains of each sport, and we had a fantasy league, just us. And for the big, like, massive
fantasy captain
prom, I forget what they call it in the basketball court. They do a big, like, what's it called?
Pep rally?
Yes, a pep rally. It was a pep rally. It was like the big prom pep rally or whatever, like the biggest one of the year. And we all give a speech. And it's like senior year, everyone's giving a speech. And our punishment was whoever loses that next year at that big pep rally has to do it in a woman's dress. And I gave a speech in front of like 2,200 people. I got plenty of pictures and videos in a blue, tight, small dress.
Hey, can you send me those pictures for later?
You did it, though.
I did it, and it sucked.
So I can find where you did take me out to the ball game, but I cannot find the first pitch.
They're probably embarrassed by it, bro. They probably pulled that
They
shit
deleted
out.
that,
Yeah,
John.
they deleted it.
Yeah.
I'll find it. Tom and them have it, or
See if you
Dan
can find
they
the
have
50 Cent one. I want to see it.
it. What about you, Skin?
I would say the toughest thing I've had to do outside of music is actually preach. I grew up wanting to be a Methodist preacher before I ever did music. And then wound up on a TV show, and a lot of crap changed. So, but no, I think preaching, because it's a different kind of...
You're not that little kid that was on the couch. It's like, you're going to hell.
That wasn't me. That wasn't me. That seems very on brand. And,
Disclaimer, right?
no, man, I grew up wanting to be a Methodist preacher, and I was like, man, I would get so nervous. And then, like, music was always kind of natural to me. I just felt like I was supposed to be there. But, like, I guess...
It's the opposite for you.
Yeah, well, you don't want me to sing anything. I can preach 100,000. It don't matter.
Yeah, man, there's something about the public speaking, and I always would fly through a sermon. I got to get a sermon done in 10 minutes, which people love when I preach, because they're like, we're out of here, cool. But
the skinny kid's quick.
yeah, man, I love it when he preaches. And so, yeah, man.
Buffet before they even get
Yeah, man, a Mexican restaurant got hammered at 11:30.
I got Jesus and a fajita and home by noon. It was awesome.
That might be everybody's dream church now.
Yeah.
You might kick up that
15-minute
career.
sermons, yeah. But no, man, that was probably the toughest thing for me.
Yeah, it is tough. I mean, when you think about your responsibility for it, that makes it.
There's art to it. There's art to it, making it flow, making people feel engaged, all the things.
Yeah,
know?
churcheson.com.
Church's own.
Churcheson.
Churcheson.com.
You guys really got to watch.
Is that your church?
yeah.
Churcheson.com.
Yeah, man.
Okay, yeah.
Awesome.
Heck yeah.
I'm tuning in.
I'll tune it.
I'm tuning in.
Yeah, I would love to, man.
I would love to.
I love
That's
that.
fun, man.
I watch a lot of church. I have to watch a lot from, like, TVs or so. Yeah, there's a lot of times we're not back yet, you know.
Yeah,
but
on the bus.
I think I enjoy it because, well, one, I didn't grow up in church, right?
Okay.
So I came to really my relationship with the Lord through Vicodin and Guinness. Like I was and vodka. I was a pretty hardcore drunk alcoholic. I was a police officer.
Wow.
But I was addicted to prescription painkillers.
Yeah, man.
And my life just spiraled real fast. And I almost lost everything: my kids, my wife, my house. Everything I'd worked for, and I worked hard. I just couldn't shut the party off.
Yeah.
I didn't have an off switch. And when I went to church, man, I thought church was full of like hypocrites, people that wanted your money,
Right.
people who brought you baked goods.
Yeah, that's religion.
Yeah. But I thought that's all churches.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, totally. Yeah.
So my wife went to the altar and gave her life to the Lord while we were separated, filed for divorce, and came back and sat next to me. I had a big old chew of Copenhagen in. I was spitting in a coffee cup, and she's like, "Why didn't you go up there?" And I was like, "Do you know what you just did? These people are going to bring us baked goods and ask for our money. That's what churches are." And she's like, "You should move home and we should fix our marriage."
Wow.
So I moved home and we worked on our marriage, and I got called into ministry. I didn't know anything about even giving my life to the Lord, but this preacher did this thing where he put the picture of his family underneath some Lego blocks, and he poured this black water through the Lego blocks, and it was going down on his family and like destroying the faces of his kids. And for me, he was like, "This is when sin and like loss controls your life, you lose track of what's important,
Slipping through the cracks.
They pay the price for it."
Yeah, man.
And it's all running their faces, and I was like, so I got up in the church. I got up and walked to the back, and my buddy came over and he goes, "What are you doing?" I go, "I'm knocking this shithead out. As soon as he comes off the stage, I'm knocking him out." And he goes, "What?" He goes, "That's the preacher." I go, "Yeah, I'm knocking him out." I said, "You don't talk about me like that." He goes, "He ain't talking about you, bro. He don't know you. There's 800 people in here."
But it connected with what you. Yeah.
And at that point, you're like, "Oh,
I was like, what?" He goes, "He don't know you, man. That's when God's
That's God speaking, man. That's the Holy Spirit.
God's trying to pull you back from what you've been involved
Absolutely, man.
that conviction hit you like a ton of bricks."
Ton of bricks, man. I went to the altar and I was like, "Lord, if you can use it," and I just cussed my way through this prayer because that's how I talked at the time, and I didn't really know anything better, and those were raw emotions for me, right?
Yeah, man.
Raw, real emotions. And
Hey, listen, if he can use a donkey, he can use you.
well,
right?
that's what
that's the way
found
you got to
out,
look at
right?
it. Yeah.
And I just, so I just kept going, kept hanging around it and listening, and it just made sense to me.
Yeah.
And that same sermon that I gave my life to the Lord, my wife's like, "We're never going back to church again." She's like, "Everybody knows we're nasty. Like we've done grimy things, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, well, these people don't know us, though.
Yeah.
And we can change our lives." So we went home, man. We were dumping bags of cocaine down the toilet and like dumping out all these, booze, like all kinds of alcohol and drugs everywhere and pornography and stuff. We're really going to try to live a little different. And it was just like a gradual thing, And a couple years into it, I was like, I think I'm being called to be. Well, I said, we're in a service, just a regular church service, and my wife is sitting next to me, and I'm like, "Hey, shut up! I'm trying to listen to the preacher." I didn't talk to my wife real good back then. Still learning. I was still learning. Right?
Hey, that's what people don't understand. It's like when you give your life to God, it's not like right after the prayer is done,
pill.
God's like, "Hey, you got to be perfect now." You know what I mean? It's like, "Hey, no, it's the thing." Also, let's talk about the disciples.
Right.
Some of those baddest men on the planet. Dude.
So I said to my wife, I'm like, "Hey, be quiet. Like, I'm trying to listen to the preacher." She goes, "I didn't say anything." And I was like, "Yeah, you did. Be quiet." And then I hear this voice. And the voice was so clear. It was like in my head, it wasn't like the sky opened or nothing, and it was like, "It's time to serve me." And I was like, "Okay." I said, "Hey," and my wife goes, "I know you want to be a pastor." And
No way. And you never said anything to her.
I never said it to
Wow.
her. And I was like, "What?" So we went home, and our kids were like, "Okay, if that's what you think God's telling you to do, we're in." And, I vowed to the Lord. I made like a covenant with the Lord.
Yeah.
I won't be a normal pastor. Like, I'm not going to be that person that's too busy for other people, that doesn't see people, doesn't love people.
For where they're at. And, yeah, man.
And for me, it's just been cool. Like, I haven't drank since that day. I never drank again after that. Just because for me, I don't think drinking's a sin, first of all, so you guys don't have to feel shameful or anything. Like
Joel just shotgunned a beer to get it out of the way, yeah.
I love the Lord.
But I don't think that's a big sin. I think what you do that is not right.
Right.
It's the willful disobedience to God. Right.
And
knowing something's not
100%.
And
That's an amazing story.
And the takeover, you know what I mean? It's like the Bible says, like God said, making a Lord, putting a God above him, and some people think that's an idol. Yeah. Some people might think that's a person or whatever. No, it could be a food addiction. Could be drugs. Could be alcohol. Could be porn. Could be, yeah.
You didn't see me without it. Like, he didn't see me until he was 13 or 14 years old.
Yeah.
Without beer or some kind of intoxicated state. Baseball games, everything. I was that dad, just because I couldn't shut it off.
Yeah. Man, one thing I
Let me grab one.
one thing that we did, Adrena and I did last year, I do a lot of work with veterans and stuff, and a lot of guys were talking to me about ayahuasca, right? And I've always had this weird, not weird. It's not weird now. I know what it was. It was God in the pool, right? Even as a kid, right? I felt I was supposed to do something. I'm the one that, like, something's going to change with my family, and I'm the one to do it, right? Even as a kid, all my family, the most honest, hardworking people you've ever met, and very few of them have had the chance because of life, to really go chase their dreams or do anything, right? So I've always felt this, but I didn't know what it was when I was a kid. Jumping on this fast train of music and entertainment and all this stuff, dude, it's like you're very easy to lose yourself in this.
Yeah.
Very easy to go yes to everything because you got people going, well, if you don't do it, there's 1,000 people behind you that'll do it, right? And Joel and I were talking about this last night. I said,
man up.
you have to, and you feel like you got to do it, dude. And you're going to do whatever, and you're going to go wherever, and you're going to be around shit that you don't want to be around, right? And the first time you start okaying that around you, it gets easier and easier. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like that first time you just go, man, I don't want to be the guy that says no. I don't want to be you know what I mean? We're here, whatever. Then it gets easier and easier. Next thing you know, dude, you're so far away from your roots and what you grew up with and God and everything that you don't even know who you are anymore.
Just think about this for you guys' perspective, because I know we got to wrap up. For you guys' perspective, all of you, right? You will touch more lives than your father's greatest dream did, right? Just because of your influence.
Yeah.
Accidentally, you will influence more people than probably most of your family and most of the people who are in your real circle.
Yeah.
So, that's a huge responsibility for you.
Man, it was... when my parents got divorced when I was a kid, like after that, man, I just always felt off. Always felt kind of like disconnected from reality a little bit. Just trying to find myself. I felt like I was like watching myself live. It was like, and I never let anybody in. I always kept most people at bay. I didn't. It was all this stuff, and then you bring these patterns in into your adult life, right? You don't realize it, right? Well, so we get a chance to go to ayahuasca in Costa Rica at this place called Rhythmia. Adrena and I, first thing we looked up, we were like, okay, well, we're not going to do anything. It has to be faith-based in there's a thing here. I don't want to allow all this stuff in, all this. We go do it, man, and completely changed my life. Now, everybody listening, this is just my journey on this. It doesn't happen for everybody, dude.
Give me some.
So it's a crazy thing. But, dude, for me, it made sense of so much of my family. After that point, man, my relationship with God changed, and for the better, because with that medicine, you have these visions and stuff, right? And it's doing its work, and a lot of these visions was not only it made sense of like my family stuff, right? It made me see people with empathy for the first time in a long time. Yeah. Made me see people as we're all, 10-year-old Richie is still in there, 18-year-old Richie is still in there, 25-year-old Richie is still in there, and we get pushed out, but we got to take care of that kid that's in us, that innocent child. And so it just opened my eyes to a whole new thing, and I realized, man, that not only, okay, here's what happened here, and it kind of made sense, but also, hey, dude, here's what you did.
Yeah, ownership.
Yeah.
Last night
that's a hard thing for.
Last night I was burdened by when Skinny said that, like, people were talking, making this stuff up about in Nashville and doing this. And I'm like, isn't that just how, look, whether you believe in God, don't believe in God, whether you believe in God and Satan, you got to believe in good and evil.
Right, absolutely.
You have to be able to look at good 100%. And evil as real entities in this world. And if you do, then you should probably believe in God and Satan.
Yep.
Right? There's a real war, and whenever you guys are pursuing your dreams, chasing what you feel called to, and it actually is benefiting you and others, because your music's therapy, man. It heals people. It heals people. When you guys sing, dude, when you sang Josephine last night,
oh my God,
you have no idea what that song means to Joe and I. Like, we're in that battle with somebody, right? Like, watching them literally dying, and we can't stop them. We love them. We pray for them. We encourage them. But the reality is, one day, we're probably going to find her dead. So that dude, I'm trying not to cry because I get emotional. Incredible. But it meant so much, man. When you sang that song, I was like, God doesn't do anything on accident.
Nothing on accident. And dude, after that trip, man, and I realized that, one, God gave me this platform, right, that I hadn't really been using in the right ways, you know, and I never really wanted people, you know, I kind of, when I was growing up, it was like by that time, that divorce time, and it was pretty heavy, you know, it was pretty bad, you know, it wasn't this easy thing, right? So you kind of just tell your friend, oh no, you figure out ways to like kind of lie cool, you know, and you don't really let people in, you know. But then I realized that, hey, dude, God gave you this platform, man, and maybe you went through that in your life, and God gave you this platform, and if you're honest with it, there's people out there, dude, that are going to listen to your music or listen to your podcast or listen to an interview, right, and go, he went through the same thing. Okay, I can do this. You know what I mean? And it just changed everything. I also changed the fact that, like, dude, I've been a Christian my whole life. I always believed in God, right? But it was like my terms. You know, like it was like, oh God, please let this show sell out. Please God, let you know. There you go. And it's like, and I felt him. But until I did that, dude, and I let this weight go, and I don't know how to explain it, but that's what we did, and it was just, oh, I got to put an effort. Now, reading my Bible daily is, I never leave home without it. I travel with, one thing I travel with, I have to have it. You know what I mean?
Jesus made it so simple for us, dude. Love God and love others.
Yeah.
Right? And not conditionally.
Yeah.
Right? He didn't say love the clean people, the right people, the perfect people. Just love God and love
unconditionally,
others.
man.
And when you live like that, it lives through you, and he lives into you. And it's kind of like, that's why I say, we don't need a bunch of religion to get in this relationship with Jesus that says, love God, love others.
As you guys, you know, we're talking about, you know, how God doesn't do anything, you know, that's just random, right? Like, I mean, even this show with the two of us, and obviously we have Troy and Brady that are doing this, you know, with us as well. Like, we met each other years ago, and we've hung out and stuff multiple times. And it's the, and when you look back, and it was like, that was a foundational of just, you knew each other, you kept bouncing, and now, like, we're doing this together. And we've had so many people in just the 2 episodes, especially dudes, reach out like, hey, man, like, you guys are talking about some shit that I'm going through, or I've experienced. And it's cool to see someone, you know, that's, you know, like in Michael's position, but, you know, just, you know, both of us in general being vulnerable in that stuff, because you really don't know who's going through anything. And I even told him this, I think we even mentioned this on a show, but, like, when we first met, I don't think either one of us were in a place where we could have done this and been real and raw and open. Yeah. And you just realize, looking back, hey, like, that was a setup for 4 years later. And it's so cool to see the arc happen.
Yeah, man. No, I'm a firm believer in that, man. Everybody's like, man, what a coincidence. I go, no, that's God, dude. That's God. That's God. This isn't a coincidence. All of us being here randomly and connecting is not a coincidence.
I think it's always funny because I'm always the preacher in the room, right?
Yeah.
Like
I actually have a Christian ministries degree, and my dad was a minister for years, so I grew up in it as well.
That's awesome. It's a small world, man.
It is, man.
Hey, thanks for having us.
And I'm glad that we're here together. Clint's wrapping us up. We got some food going here, but we got some ducks to kill tomorrow. We got Toby, the main man. We're going to do an episode.
Geese.
Sorry. I keep saying Goose.
We're going to kill more than
I'm an idiot.
You just want to eat some duck. That's what I think it is.
But we're going to wrap this up so we can get some food. Man, I just wanted to get everybody on. One of my favorite parts of Hunt Camp is all of us hanging out and just talking and sharing stories.
Hey, sorry, just real quick before we wrap up. If you don't mind, will you close us out in prayer? I think
that's what I was going to say, Joel.
Sorry, I wanted to steal it from you.
You're right.
Not anymore.
Way to steal his thunder.
Yeah, Joel Langley. Hey, when he marries...
When you marry Ella, though, I'm in.
When you
I'm
marry
your pastor,
Ella...
bro.
Will you take her last name?
I knew you were going to say it, too.
And will you let him officiate?
I was just messing with Michael. I was like, I have to say this real quick right before he does. Just
hey, Tiger Woods, John Daly's caddy's looking for a job if you need it.
We're like brothers.
No, I'm just messing with you.
Goes by nickname.
Yeah, Caddy Shack. Yeah. Richie's been calling him Caddy Shack since we've been here. But yes, I was going to ask that. I wanted to do that because a lot of how we normally try to end a podcast, we have one-on-one guest or whatever. As men, as people, we're meant to leave the next generation with something, right?
Better.
So we built on the shoulders of our fathers and our parents, But today we have a lot of people on here, a lot of guys on here that I love, man. I've just thank y'all so much for trusting and jumping on this.
You.
Literally, we were just around the fire and told these guys to jump on. But instead of that, would you mind closing us in a prayer?
Father, we're grateful that you created such a beautiful world and such an exciting place for us to inhabit. And as we just come around as men, Lord, just build strength into us. Teach us how to lead. Teach us how to listen. Teach us how to follow. And teach us how to influence others just to make this place a better place to be, Lord. We have an unbelievable opportunity to shine your light and to shine our light. The best that's in us can come out when we stay close and connected. So thank you. Bless these men in their careers and their pursuits, and use them, Lord, in a great way to impact others and pull people back from the edge. We pray this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, buddy.
Amen.
Appreciate you guys, man. Thank y'all. Toby's here. We're about to eat. Cadillac Creek, one of the best waterfowl places. Great place to stay. We're going to do an episode with Toby, and y'all keep on watching on socials because we're going to be posting a lot more ducks. Geese. Dear God, Michael. Geese.
We might not kill a duck all week, but we are going to kill a lot.
A lot of geese. A lot of geese.
Are we shooting live? We're turkey hunting, right? That's it. Love you guys. Thank y'all for tuning in. Offstage America. We'll see y'all next episode.